If Arsenal beats Manchester City, is that really a good thing? What up everybody, it's your boy Full Metal Zoe and welcome to another episode of My 2 Cents, where I basically talk about in real life football. And today's topic is Arsenal versus Man City. They are playing Monday Night Football, and what I really want to talk about, will it be a good thing if Arsenal beat Man City, or would we be better off by just losing the game? Now listen to me before you say anything. I am an Arsenal supporter and I always want them to win, but if we actually went and beat Man City, then that means that we would have Southampton, Bournemouth, Newcastle up next, which are relatively easy fixtures. Now what would be wrong about that? Well, in the last couple of years it has been known that every time we go on a streak right before a transfer window, like every time we start winning games, we make absolutely no signings. Like I think it happened last year that I think we lost on Christmas Day, but then we won towards the end of the year, and then what ended up happening was we made absolutely no signings and then we fell apart towards the end. It happened I think the year before that, and it always seems to happen that we need to like lose to show Wenger that we need signings, because everybody on the planet knows that Arsenal needs signing. And not only that, everybody on the planet knows exactly what signings we need. We need a striker, we need a CDM. Even my beautiful wife knows that we need signings, and she doesn't even watch football. I would say center back, but I do like Koscielny, I do like Gabriel, and I think perimeter soccer is more than good enough to cover in between, even though sometimes Wenger plays him as a starter for I have no idea why. Center back, it'd be lovely to have one, but we really don't need him, you know? Whereas a CDM and a striker we definitely need, because yeah, Flamini has been good for us, but how long is that gonna last? You know, Flamini is not amazing, and as for striker, all we have is Giroud. Like really, the only striker we have at the club right now is Giroud. Walcott steps in there sometimes, and he did well when he was playing as striker, but how long will he be that consistent? Like between Walcott and Giroud, we really don't have a world-class striker. They're good strikers. I'm not saying they're not. They might even be great strikers, but they're not world-class. You know, Giroud is great inside the box. Walcott is great at making runs, but they're not world-class. They're not an Aguero. They're not a Lewandowski. They're just not. So this is the injury list that we've had this year. An unbelievable amount of freaking injuries that we've had this year. You can almost build a team with the injuries that we've had. And it's gonna happen again. Like, Coquelin went down and he is like the only one in that position. Like I said, Flamini's been doing good, but it won't last. We need cover. If Giroud were to get injured now, then we're done. We have no strike. We have absolutely no strikers. We might slot Theo in there. And what happens if he gets hurt? Because he is injury prone. So what will we do then? Are we gonna stick freaking Cazorla in there or Mesut? I mean, what would Alexis? You know, we've done it in the past. It doesn't really work. So what would we do? What would we do if we have no strikers? Couple that with the fact that we have Champions League against Barcelona at home. Then right after, like I think like 3 days later or 4 days later, I think it's 3 days later, we have Man United away. And then right after that, like 3 or 4 days later, we got Barcelona away. Now if we don't have enough players to rotate in between those games, not only are we gonna get knocked out of the Champions League, which more than likely is gonna happen anyway, fingers crossed that it doesn't, because crazier things have happened in football, but right now we have like the best opportunity to maybe even win the league. We have the best opportunity. Man City's not playing up to their standards because Manuel Pellegrini, hopefully they keep Manuel Pellegrini for like ever, because he's very incompetent. Man United is just terrible. They're not even like the Man United that I remember is like completely gone. Chelsea, they're not even on the radar. They're gone somewhere. They won't be in Champions League next season. They won't make it top 6. I mean, I firmly believe that Chelsea is absolutely out of the... I'm not even going to talk about them anymore. That's how gone they are. Leicester, great story, but I do believe that 1 or 2 injuries would completely kill their campaign, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Tottenham, I feel like they have that little brother syndrome where they're good, man. They're good, and this coming from an Arsenal fan. I believe they're really good, but they just got that mental block that they're like, we're good, but we suck at the same time. I think that's how they think. I think Liverpool is just, I think this is Brendan Rodgers' team, and Klopp is trying to do the best he can with them, but I don't think they're going to be a threat this year. I think they will be a threat in the next 2 or 3 years. Maybe even next year. Who would I like as a CDM? Wanyama would be my number one choice. He would be my number one choice, and why? Because when Wanyama was at Celtic, he played in Champions League against Barcelona, and he was fantastic. Like, he stifled Barca, and I think it's because he's huge, he's fast, and he can pass for a big guy. He could really dominate the middle. So I would love Wanyama. If we can't, maybe Carvalho, but I really would like Wanyama. And I'm not just saying that because I signed him in my career mode. I'm saying that because I really believe he's a great player. As a striker, there really aren't that many strikers out there. I don't want Karim Benzema. I've never been a fan of Karim Benzema. I think he's another Giroud. I think he misses a lot of opportunities, and he's with a team that has so much talent, and you don't even speak about him that much. He's like a shadow. Now everybody says, oh, that's because he's with Ronaldo. What are you talking about? Luis Suarez plays next to Messi, and he still scores goals. Eto'o played next to Messi. He was still scoring goals. David Villa played next to Messi. He was still scoring goals and people were talking about him. So I don't want to hear the excuse about, oh, Karim Benzema plays only for Ronaldo. Come on, man. That's an excuse. A striker's a striker, and he should be scoring goals, and that's period. But just to give out a choice, who would I like as a striker? I would probably attempt to get Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That would be like a dream signing, but if we can't get him, which is really unrealistic, and we want like a more realistic signing, I would probably go for Chicharito. And I've been very critical of this guy in the past, but the man freaking scores. He just does. Now, he might be another Giroud, but I mean, damn it, we need somebody, and Chicharito can score. If not Chicharito, I would probably go for Mauro Icardi from Inter. I think we've been linked with him for this transfer window, so you never know. But those would be my signings. I would get either Icardi or Chicharito, and definitely go after Wanyama. That's just my 2 cents. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, I don't know. If you guys want me to do more videos like this in the future, like maybe once a week, do some real life football talk. I know some of you guys in the comments were telling me that you wanted to see more videos like this. So I would do that maybe every Sunday. I'll give you guys a video of real life football talk. They're not that hard to make, and you guys seem to enjoy it. So if we can get about maybe 200 likes, 300 would be incredible, and would really let me know that you want some more of these videos. But we'll go 200. That's the one. 200 likes, and we'll keep doing these videos because I'll know that you'll enjoy them. Other than that, what do I think will be the scoreline between Arsenal and Man City? I think, realistically, Man City are not playing that great. Arsenal have their form is very subjective because they haven't played great except for that Olympiacos game. They haven't been amazing. We scraped by Sunderland, and we played dodgy against Aston Villa. So I am not saying, I'm not gonna get on the bandwagon and say, oh my god, our form is amazing, because it's not. We're very fortunate of the teams we've had to play at the time we've had to play them. Meaning, we have injuries, but we're playing crappy teams. So, that being said, I still think we'll win 3-1 or 2-1 because we are playing at the Emirates, and because Man City have their share of injuries. I think they're gonna rush players back to play against us. They're not gonna be fit, and I think that's going to hamper them, and we will probably get a result. 2-1, 3-1, that's my prediction. I'm going to say 2-1 just because I can only pick one scoreline. In the comments, let me know what you guys think is going to be the Arsenal-Man City game. Other than that, it's been your boy Full Metal. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.